Welcome to round 3 of the Youth Quad Division for MidEast Racing. This week we are at Peach Smash in Cowpen, South Carolina. This race should be a first time for all of these riders as it has not been ridden in over 10 years. This track would feature a variety of terrain from rocky, rooty sections to creek crossings to loamy soil, jumps, and much more. Berg has been on a hot streak in other series and even nabbed a round 1 victory here as well. His main competition, Cody Whitaker, got the win in round 2, but both riders have had issues in the other's victory, so today we're hoping to see them both duke it out. From the drop of the flag, Berg would jump out front. He would be off and start to set that pace very early, with Jesse Styles and Cody Whitaker not far behind him. In the first 2 rounds of the intermediate mod class, we've seen some awesome racing from Stetson Owens, who won the first race, and Landon Glauda, who would get the win at Harris Bridge. Still looking to get his first win is Leland Farmer, who would get 2nd and 4th in those 2 races. So today we were expecting a battle at the front. Right from the whole shot, you have Landon Glauda jumping out in front, followed by senior stock rider Cody Merrill and Leland Farmer. By the end of the first lap, we knew we would be in for a show. The top 4 were a total of 5 seconds apart, with Landon Glauda leading Leland Farmer, Graham Weaver, and Stetson Owens. Ryder Mauney has back-to-back wins to start the season and will be looking to keep that streak alive. Today we'll be riding along with Ryder to see what it's like from his perspective. With a good start, Ryder would follow Bryson Hunt into the woods. It wouldn't be long before he'd make the move, getting himself into first place as you see here. As the race would progress, Ryder would check out early, pushing over a 1-minute gap by the end of the first lap. Unfortunately for Ryder, traffic jams would end up blocking up the entire path, turning parts of the raceway into a parking lot. As you can see, the track is tight and technical, and it's hard to pass slower riders. The battle of the day for him would be trying to break into the top 10 overall, as no one in his class could compete. It would end up being a mostly uneventful race for Ryder, except for one little bump into a tree. Towards the end of the race, it seemed like Ryder was facing quad issues as he began to bog down and perform poorly. As the race wore on, Landon Glauda would try to pull away and at one point would push towards a full 1-minute lead. Leland Farmer had other plans. On lap 5, he would set the fastest last of the race, closing down the gap. Then on the last lap, a small mistake would compound with lap traffic, costing Landon Glauda over a minute of time. This would be too much time lost. Leland Farmer would take the lead and never look back, getting his first victory of the year in the class. The duo of Bryson Hunt and Fisher Whitesides would be inseparable. Every single lap they would be one behind the other at the finish. Even looking at their lap times, they were never more than 2 seconds apart. They would be back in 4th and 5th on the first lap before making their way around Caleb Maccabee, and a few laps later passing Gavin Smith as well. Fisher Whitesides would lead the duo for nearly the entire race. However, on the last lap, he would be outdone by Bryson Hunt, who would steal second place from him at the end.
Did you have a good race today, bud?
Yeah, I was second off the line, made the pass pretty quick. The girls' class wouldn't move at all, but I ended up passing them. And then I hit a tree, so they got back around me. And so I just had to push and got around them and ended up with the win, I'm pretty sure.
Heck yeah, man. Good race, bud.
Thank you.
On lap 2, after Jordan Berg ran into some trouble, we thought it was starting to be a battle, as the top 3 were only about 15 seconds apart. Jesse Stiles, who was running in second place, would get stuck and then fall behind some lap traffic, getting delayed. This would allow for Cody Whitaker to put on the moves and get by him. Jordan Berg had checked out, pushing his lead to over a minute nearly in that lap alone. From there, it would be just another day on the job for Jordan Berg, as he would cruise to his second victory of the year. Cody Whitaker would hold on to second place, and Jesse Stiles would round out your podium.
Hard race or easy?
It was pretty easy.
Got out front, got out cruise?
That concludes our coverage for today. Next time we'll see you at Strange's Ranch, a fan favorite with wide open fields, hills, and much more. If there's any riders you think we should cover, feel free to let us know down in the comment section below. Until next time, thank you for watching.